morning for me, but here we are, 2:45 in the morning, getting started on some plowing. I'm part of a, I guess you could call it a coalition. There's 4 of us that are together on a contract. Wow, the county plowed our road. Good for them. But we're working for the county. We have 30 miles of road that we've got to maintain. And get my GPS going. Basically, we've got 30 miles we've got to maintain. They call us, or they let the person who holds the contract up, rather. They basically say, hey, this is when we think the event's going to be done. This is when you get started. So apparently they said 3 a.m. So plan is to rendezvous over at the first neighborhood at 3 and get started. It's going to be 4 of us. I'm going to guess we're going to work in pairs of 2s, kind of hopscotch each other. We've got all the neighborhoods printed out on maps and starting points and highlighted roads and all that. So we'll get going. It's 30 degrees out.
I'm gonna mute myself and call you on the radio, see if you can hear me.
Okay, how far are you?
I'm 2.4 miles away.
I don't think I'm gonna. I'll try it, but
Does that thing not have very good range or what?
probably not. I think I heard you call right after you said the, channel 5, but it was just like a crackle.
Yeah. I'm gonna mute myself and see.
Okay. Alright guys, we're making some progress. It is 8 o'clock, so we've been at it for 6 hours now. We've got basically 2 neighborhoods per paper that we've printed out. We're on sheets, we got a 20-minute drive to get there, but sheets 8 and 9. So we're definitely past the halfway mark. I'm splitting off to go do some that are kind of off by themselves. Everybody else is kind of split up a little bit because we're in some smaller neighborhoods. I think the last couple of pages have some big neighborhoods. We'll probably be pushing those together. Yeah, pushing through it. It was a little hectic on a couple of the main roads we were working on. Neighborhoods right off of a main highway, and getting the entrances cleaned was rather difficult because traffic just did not want to stop. We ended up basically having to just kind of pull out there, make everybody stop, and clean up the entrance. I imagine a couple of people probably weren't too happy about it because people weren't planning on a long enough commute this morning, but it is what it is. We're making progress. We're getting there. It's 8 o'clock now, so we've been out at 6 hours. I'm gonna guess we'll probably be out here maybe another 3 or so to get everything done. 3 to 3.5, so 9.5 hours. It's 4 of us together. We're doing 30 miles total, 30 miles of roads, and I mean there's not, and these are maybe 5 miles that are close to each other, split across 4 different neighborhoods. So it's going though. It is going. if I have anybody that is north of Indiana watching this, they're gonna laugh at what we're plowing. But the contract I'm on right now is county maintenance roads, and it's pretty much all the neighborhoods the county doesn't want to take their big trucks in, and they put them out to bid to contractors. And basically there's different thresholds: 1 to 3, 3 to 6, 6 to 9, 9 plus, to different pay scales. And we're pushing probably 1.5 inches of snow right now. But you know, we're in that 1 to 3 inch threshold, and that's what we're pushing. That's what we're doing. That's what we're getting paid to do. So that's where we are. Oof, that doesn't sound good or feel good. But what do? You keep trucking. You just keep going. What's up, guys? Finally done plowing. It is 3:31. We were out for about 11 hours, and truck is nasty. I don't even want to pull it in our garage because this crap's just gonna fall out everywhere. Oh man, but I got the block heater plugged in because I gotta leave again in a couple hours. But in the meantime, got too much to do before I can wash the truck. I'd like to power wash it, but I don't have the time. I need to get that hooked up to that, and I need to grab the equipment for tomorrow. Gotta go back to the last job. If you guys are following along, you know that just been working on that job over there. My extra time as I have it, and long story short, I had a free day, so I took some equipment over there, got some work done. I need that equipment for tomorrow. Take to that drainage job that I've been talking about for 3 videos now. Hell or high water, we are getting it started tomorrow in the snow. It's not a good time to be doing drainage correction, repairs, ditch work, but I've got 3 projects on my books that I need to have completed before I leave for my Christmas vacation. So one of them is the parking lot, one of them is the drainage job, the third one is an electrical run. It's going down basically straight down a driveway. But we'll get it done. I got this week and 2 more. If I don't get it done, I'm gonna get as many of them done as I can. Hopefully I can get all 3. I think so. Today is Tuesday. Let's see if I can get the trailer first try. Today's Tuesday. If I've got this drainage job done by end of day Friday, I will be right on point of where I need to be to have everything finished before I leave. But I'm gonna be in out of state for 2 weeks for Christmas week and New Year. I really don't want to have any open jobs, partial jobs. Let's see, I'm gonna try. Oh my goodness, look at that. Does it get much better. Oh boy. Anyways, long day today, plowing some snow. I didn't get much footage of it. I put the GoPro on the passenger window. It lasted maybe 10 minutes. I didn't even think about it. So we started so early, pitch black out. And every time I back up, I rolled the windows down because I couldn't see anything out of them with how dark my window tint is. So 10 minutes into the day, oh, get off there, snow. 10 minutes into the day, drop the GoPro. I set it up a couple different times in a couple different spots, but I never quite took the time to get great footage and a great view. It was ultimately just a long day, and I don't want to add to making it any longer than it needed to be. I've already been out for, well, I'm on 12 and a half hours now of work. I've still got at least another hour, and I only got 3.5 hours of sleep last night. We started so early. And this isn't me complaining. I'm not complaining about it because it means that I'm making money, but I just don't care enough about these videos to make my life that much harder. Maybe I will at some point, but for now, I'm gonna do them when it's convenient. And when it's not convenient, I'll just keep it as a memory. Let you guys know how it went. Oh, otherwise, you'll see a little footage of me getting the equipment recovered, getting it back to the shop, and we'll be starting first thing in the morning on that drainage job. Got to start by getting a couple stumps out of the way and fighting some snow. The life of Indiana excavation. I should have named my business Indiana. Why did I come up with, why did I do dirty services? Why did I do Indiana excavation? That sounds so much better. Anyways, most years, so this is my 6th year in business, and every year except for this year, I could have basically just coasted through the winter. And I didn't necessarily coast through the winter all these previous years, but I found, well, I hope I didn't just lose all that footage. I was talking an awful lot. But the previous years I found inside work to do. This year, I have a little bit of inside work at my own house, but it doesn't pay. And it was a slow year. I don't know why. Some of the local contractors I do business with have talked about it being a slow year, but then everybody online is talking about how booming and crazy it is, and to be honest, I just don't believe them. I think most of them are full of crap, and they're just embarrassed to admit that it was a slow year. We have slow years. It's not that big of a deal. But slow years just mean that you gotta work through winter. And you gotta suck it up, toughen up, and get the work done. And that's what we're gonna be doing. Oh man, I gotta turn around already. Oh crap. I really need to take a leaf blower to this bed, trailer bed. Otherwise, I've done this before, a couple inches of snow on it, put the equipment on it, and before you know it, you have 2 weeks worth of ice on the trailer. And it won't be ice today, but tomorrow on it will be ice. And I don't want to fight that for the next 2 weeks. So I'm gonna back up, grab the leaf blower, get it blown off real quick, and get back on my merry way. See you guys soon. Boy, if it isn't one thing, it's another. Oh, what am I even doing here? I'm not thinking straight. So, one thing I didn't take into account, I thought about the fact that it's gonna be a pain to get turned around back here. I also kind of thought that I'd just figure it out once I got here. I didn't really want to load out on the road. But twofold, I also need the lane leveler, not for this job, but for my next job. And where it's sitting right now, yeah, no room to turn around there. Where it's sitting at now, it's going to be mud as soon as this thaws out, so I'm not going to be able to just come down with the tractor and grab it. So what that means for me, I got to get at least some, if not this whole pile of rock moved, so I can get turned around, and so I've got more room to set my lane leveler out. And boy, I hope those tracks are not frozen. What would the odds of that be? Make a long day even longer. But get my lane leveler set out so that way I can come down with the tractor later this week when I have more time to think. Grab it, take it back to the shop. That way, hoping Monday I'm going to be starting that trenching job. I definitely need the lane leveler on that job. Moment of truth. Does she move? Give a little bit of go juice. Oh baby, we've got movement. All right, let's give her a little more go juice and go. Oh. All right, see if we can get this little big rig turned around. I need those. I'm pretty sure I have plenty of room. I might have just, yeah, I got just enough room. Might hit her with the tail swing though. We'll find out. Oh, made it, kind of. I doubt you guys could see it in the video, but that, come on, of course. So far, nothing over here. It's going well. Stay tuned. Lift the trailer up, dummy. Be optimistic and put that chain up. Try again. One thing after another today. Let's see if I can get it like this. Come on, baby. Come on, we're making progress. Pointed the right direction. See if we can back it on. Try this again. Hopefully, for the last time. Come on. Please move. Please move. Please move. Oh, we're going. Kind of. Oh, shoot. Alright, let's try this for the last time. Wonder if you can guess what I forgot. If you're watching the video, it should be pretty obvious. Yep, you're right. I forgot to put down the tilt bed. Happens to the best of us, I guess. This right here is why most excavation companies just don't operate when there's snow and ice on the ground. It just makes everything 10 times more difficult. So the first hurdle, got the trailer truck turned around. Actually went much better than I expected. However, I always put the excavator up front, blade first, and then I back the skid steer on, bucket hooks into the self-cleaning dovetail. It all works out, scale's great. Scale like 29,000 pounds, trailer's rated to 30, like 29.5. So I got a couple hundred pounds to spare. But the trouble I had, I stopped right in that turn and it hit me with two issues. First issue was I couldn't quite get the skid steer maneuvered. I've got about a 7 or 8 inch lip on the back of that trailer. And normally I just kind of ease the back of the skid steer up on the excavator. I can just lift it up in the boom. The skid steer, I'm going backwards, can't lift it up in the bucket, otherwise I'm going the opposite way. Just couldn't get the skid steer on. Finally just decided, hey, I'm just gonna turn it around, load it backwards, which is forwards, backwards to me. My house is flat as could possibly be. I'll just swap it around there when I chain it down, no big deal. Got it pulled on. Main reason I don't like pulling it on is I've actually tipped this machine over backwards once, loading it on the trailer. It is just super tippy going backwards. I don't know why. My cats were never that way, but whatever. It is what it is. I always just load it backwards or forwards. For me, backwards for everybody. Backwards as far as the machine's concerned. But got it loaded. Thought I was good. Went to pull out. No go. Did not have the traction to do it. Apparently under the snow is a pretty good layer of ice. So I had the driver's side steer hooked off the left side of the road. I had the passenger side of the trailer hooked off the right side of the road. Bad combination. Just didn't end well. So I ended up pulling the skid steer off, thinking taking the weight off the tail of the trailer, puts more tongue weight on the trailer, ultimately gives more ground pressure. Didn't do it. I had it rocking about 6 or 8 inches. But what I found out after I got the truck out was that steer tire, when it was rocking, started actually digging into the mud. I don't know if it was the heat off the tire that just warmed the ground up, or if it was just soft or what. So I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna push it with the excavator. Got the excavator off, hooked a chain to it just in case, you know, I give it a push and it starts taking off. No go, still wouldn't go. So I thought, well, why don't I try pulling it? You know, if I'm pushing at an angle of the truck. Maybe if I just pull backwards, I can get myself a couple feet and then get a little bit of a running start to get out of that hole. Well, it worked. Got it pulled about 6 or 8 feet backwards. Let go of it. It was staying stationary. Got my chain off, got in the truck, pulled forward to straighten it out. Got the truck and trailer out of where it was. Good, right? Not quite. That worked out. That situation was okay. But then I go to load the skid steer on, and I hope you can see this in the video, and I actually took a video on my phone. Hopefully I remember to put that video and what you're watching. We'll see. But I was sliding all over the place. It actually went sideways, and I was sliding down his driveway into the trailer. Couldn't get away from the trailer to turn back. I was perpendicular to the trailer. I needed to turn parallel to it to either back on or pull on. Just was not working. I finally got myself walked out of that situation and loaded it bucket first on the trailer. Now I'm pulling back in the shop. I'm not gonna mess with it right now. I'll pull it off and try to fix it and then chain everything down either real late tonight or real early tomorrow. One way or another, I gotta be at the job by about 9 or so, 9 or before. Oh, it's been a long day. It's not getting shorter because now it's about 5 o'clock. Kids are gonna be home any second, and I gotta go take them different places and be a present dad. Not be a piece of crap. But that's where we are. This will probably end up being about a wrap of this video. I might record tomorrow, I might not, I don't know. I'll record what I can. I'm burnt out on work right now. It's been a long day, and let's go ahead and just walk the differential in. Been a long day and a half. And just like that, I'm almost stuck again. Might not feel like we're going fast, but we're in second gear. And there she hooked. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I might just postpone tomorrow. I don't want to deal with all this crap. Oh man, I gotta figure out getting this turned around without getting stuck in my own driveway. I gotta get to and from the job site without crashing. Not get stuck at the job site, which is even worse. It's always something.